Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. We're taking a look at the love and life energy for you tonight. Blood Moon Oracle here. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not. If you do find yourself subscribing, hit the bell so you'll be notified when we go live, okay? Let's take a look. I've pre-shuffled, cleansed my space. What is the energy for love when it comes to Virgo right now? Right now is faith. Faith is the energy of love for you, Virgo. Huh. I have not pulled this card too often when it comes to love, but it feels very regal. But it feels also like the energy around you when it comes to love is very consecrated and committed, right? When we talk about faith, the word that describes this card is actually fidelity. And it represents like the importance of connecting your spirituality with love, or bringing that into the picture when it comes to romantic commitments. I'm looking at, even you can look at this picture and tell, like, she's holding the cross in one hand, and then in the other hand, she has a cup, right? The cross symbolizing faith, the cup actually symbolizing a part of the emotion, right? Cups are emotion, it's feminine energy. And so, what else? There's a dog by her side right here. Look like old Yeller. That actually is very faithful to her. This is a loyal companion, right? Dogs are. And so all of the things in this picture is talking about this energy of loyalty, faithfulness when it comes to love and relationships. And so that's the energy that you are in, not the energy that you're in, but this is the energy as it pertains to love for you right now in this moment. Very powerful. It's very powerful. Now, this energy, I'm going to clarify it. This is the energy that is coming up right now. Now, let's see what is happening when it comes to this energy, because the Six of Swords came out, followed by the Knight of Wands, okay? Now, when we're talking about the energy, we're talking about moving away from something that's chaotic when it comes to love. The Six of Swords is moving to calmer, peaceful territory. And at the same time, the Knight of Wands is like not really being in a committed connection, things just being really surface level when it comes to love. Right now in your life, when it comes to love, there could be things changing. The way that you're looking at love and wanting to experience love could be changing right now. This says a lot about the energy around you, change taking place, things moving around, shifting around. I don't know if you're going from this very free living energy to actually coming into a more committed type of connection with who you're with. But there's something here about moving from a chaotic place into something more grounded and stable when it comes to love. And it has something to do with commitment and fidelity. I can't help but think that this feels like dealing with marriage and the energy of commitment, Virgo. But let me take a look at your energy, okay? That's the energy coming in when it comes to your marriage. Spirit is talking about faith. When it comes to your situation with love, faith is at the forefront right now, okay? What energy is Virgo in? What is the energy Virgo is in when it comes to love? This is the World. Now, are you walking away from a marriage, Virgo? Is somebody getting divorced and leaving, walking away, cutting their losses and just moving on to peaceful territory? The World is talking about walking away from something, ending something, and possibly starting something new. I'm going to clarify it. Why is Virgo in the energy of the World? Clarify that for me, Spirit. Why is Virgo in the energy? Okay, so we have the Six of Pentacles. Actually, this is too many cards. Ugh, but I'm going to take them because I already got them. The Six of Pentacles followed by the Page of Swords. And then the Hermit followed by the Five of Pentacles. So immediately what I'm hearing, someone is given to someone younger. Someone is given to someone else. That person may be younger. Someone is sharing some type of resources with someone else outside of the connection, possibly. Someone is moving away, needing some space, some alone time. Someone has been giving a lot with the Five of Pentacles and not receiving that back. Things are not balanced right now. And with that being said, you may be moving away from the chaos. Yeah. I'm sorry, Virgo. Yeah, you may be thinking about moving away from the chaos. This has something to do with that energy of virtue, that energy of fidelity or infidelity, right? And so whatever this is, right, there's something changing. There may be something that is. Now, on the other side of this, for those of you that are on the positive side of this, right? But being that it was clarified by all of these energies of giving, of resources to someone else and someone feeling like they're giving more than they're taking, they're moving, someone's moving. It really does feel like it's on the shadow side of a connection right now. And I'm so sorry. It's difficult. And you may even be in a position where you are being protected right now with this World. You see how she's encircled with a garland of flower. There's like a sense of protection around her. There's something protecting, possibly from chaos or what's happening here. I do feel like there's some kind of ending happening. That's the energy that's coming out. We have to take it and like read what's coming out. How are you feeling right now, Virgo? How are you feeling right now? Okay, we have the High Priest. Okay. Which says that you are actually probably clinging to your beliefs. Or you could be clinging to your vows with infidelity coming out here. Um, Even if you have separated yourself for a time just to figure things out, you still see yourself in this marriage. Yeah, you still see yourself in this marriage. And you're feeling a responsibility, a connection to your duties here. Why is the High Priest here for how Virgo is feeling? Yeah, Seven of Wands and the Knight of Wands. You definitely still love this person. You're still protective of this person and this marriage, or this could be their energy, right? They're still protective of you and the marriage. They still love you. I do still see a lot of connection. I still see that your heart is still in this. And there may be some compromising to be done here. And I am feeling like this is not going to be for everybody, right? There may need to be some compromises to be done here, some being willing to see, not just from your point of view, but seeing from the other person's point of view too, seeing from the other side what that experience has been. Remember that this is a two-sided thing. But as far as your energy, how you're feeling, you still feel connected. You still feel a sense of obligation to this marriage. What are your thoughts right now when it comes to love? I do think that right now there is a pause. You could be like in a separation. You guys could be in different places. The marriage could feel like it's just in a standstill right now. But this is giving time for you to reflect, right? So what you're thinking right now is really about all of the decisions you've made, all of the reactions you've had, all of the experiences that have led you to this point. I feel like you are very much geared in thinking about all of the circumstances around this marriage, around this situation, around this relationship. If it's not a technical marriage, right? Because marriage is just a piece of paper. It really is more of the commitment that you've made to each other. So whether it's actually recognized or common law, there is a connection with this person. There was an agreement that was made between two people that said, I am yours and you are mine, right? And I feel like right now there's a lot of thought being given to everything that's led up to this point. I feel like you are very reflective, and your thoughts are directing you to clarity, like how you should move forward. You're thinking of whether or not this is even worth it. Should you carry forward with this? You're probably thinking, should I go? Should I stay? Like you're seeking for some type of insight on what to do next. What would be the next best move here? And I really am getting the energy of marriage, right? I mean, and if it's not technically marriage, this is somebody that you've been committed to, like for a long time. These are solid, deep foundations here. And so that's what's going on in your mind right now. You're trying to decide like what to do. What are you going to do next? Why is the hangman here for Virgo? What they're thinking. What is the best next thing that you can do? What is the reason why Virgo is thinking? And so I have the Queen of Pentacles followed by the Five of Swords. Practically, you're thinking practically. You're probably giving some thought too about how, things will be divided if this does not get resolved. You're probably thinking how you can approach the situation without causing it to be even worse than it is. You're probably thinking like, what would be the best way to approach it to resolve or come up with the best solution, for you and for everybody. I feel like there is a lot of sincerity that you're feeling in this moment. You're trying to be very practical and realistic here. You also are trying to avoid anything to cause it to be even more conflictual than it is already. So is Virgo at fault here? Did you do something, Virgo? Did Virgo do something? What did Virgo do? Let's see. What did Virgo do here? We're going to peek in and see. In this situation, what was it that Virgo did to contribute to the situation? So the Four of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. Ooh. So it almost feels like you are probably less likely to be the cause of the distraction here. With the Four of Wands, like you have contributed happy memories here. You did everything to try to keep the situation content, right? Very harmonious energy. That's what you've contributed. You've given respect that you've been given. That you have received. And you've provided stable and secure love here. And so it could be the other person that did something here, because I asked Spirit like what you contributed, and these are all very nice energies when it comes to a marriage or a connection. It's everything that it should be. You've done what you should be doing here. Let's see. Lastly, we are going to take a look and see how this turns out in the future. How does this turn out in the future here for Virgo? All right, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which could literally mean everything. That basically means that a part of this is truly out of your hands. That karma, the wheel talks about karma, and we don't look at karma as something bad or something good. It's just a matter of energy being in motion, like it's going to do what it was set out to do. And so this could say in the future, things are going to land where they may, right? For those that put out a certain kind of energy, that's what they'll get back. The energies that were put out will return in that same way. They won't return void, right? So in a way, Spirit is saying that whatever's old will be delivered here in this situation. So if you put out good and you've been, faithful, you've done everything that you needed to do in this situation, you will come out okay. You'll come out on top, right? The Wheel of Fortune is really an energy that talks about destiny. It talks about destiny, and it talks about even luck in some situations. So I feel like even for you, Virgo, this could talk about, for some reason, things turning out in your favor in this situation, no matter what's happening, right? This is talking about things being destined to be in your favor. But let me clarify it. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here in the outcome for Virgo? I'm going to read what it says. So it says the wheel symbolizes fate and the flux of the universe. The cosmic wheel is the earth itself, and there features the four holy creatures of Revelation that represent the evangelists, the angel, eagle, lion, and bull, as well as indicating success, right? The upper are of the wheel are representing the light of consciousness, while the dark underside presents the subconsciousness, the two halves that make us human. When the wheel turns, the whole destiny is at work. And so if you're in a relationship, this could talk about a sudden shift in your affections, a sudden shift in the circumstances. This really is a positive card. And so this is something to be encouraged about, no matter what it's looking like right now, especially as it pertains to things like family and work and finances. It's saying that things will actually turn out to be better than you actually thought. This also talks about, like I said, luck, things turning out in your favor. So even if they're not looking very good right now, there's going to be like a sudden shift in fate. And sometimes it's dealing with the energy that we have put out, right? If you've been doing good, which it did say that you have really had some really good energy when it comes to this connection, like you have nothing to worry about. You have nothing but good coming back. Now, I know I haven't talked a lot about those looking for love or waiting for love to come in. This really does feel like a personal reading to me. It feels like someone's personal situation. But even if I'm talking to those that are looking for love or waiting for love, this wheel says that there is going to be an upturn in your luck when it comes to love, that you can actually expect a good, viable connection to come towards you. And then the potential of love is very good right now. There's some change that's about to take place in the future. And so now's the time, if you are looking for love, this would be a good time to network, to get out. And when you're invited to functions and events, to take up those invitations and put yourself out there, right? Work with the energy that's working for you. Because this Wheel of Fortune says that love is fated either way. And there's a synchronicity that may be in operation here Now, let me clarify it. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for Virgo? And the World came out, and the Four of Swords came out. And so Spirit could be telling you not to worry. Like, this is a time to rest and expect the best, right? No need to try to control things or make your intentions be known. Just let it lay, right? And allow things to fall where they may with this Wheel of Fortune, because it's going to anyway. Spirit is telling you to just rest. Like, don't exhaust any energy on arguing and fussing and trying to prove your point. Just let it rest, right? If an ending is coming in, it's coming in regardless. With the World, there's a level of maturity that shows up with this World. I feel like this is your energy that you're in. This is what showed up in the beginning of this reading, the World. And, you know, it's a mature energy. And it's an energy that talks about the fulfillment of things to come, or things even coming to a completion, right? So whatever is going to happen is going to happen. You just rest, okay? Because it's going to be good for you either way, is what Spirit is saying. Now we're going to go into our oracle and find out what they want to say to you. This could be someone from your past. This could be someone that's currently dealing with you. This could be someone in your future. What do they want to say to you, Virgo? What is it that they want to say to you, Virgo? Okay. All right, so let's see. And as I have stated in all of my videos, understand that just because you walk away from someone does not mean that they've walked away from you. Okay? They could very much still be connected to you and thinking about you. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you, Virgo. Is what someone wants to say to you. You are very much on their mind as they remember details of your interaction. I remember every detail of that day. The timing just wasn't right for us. I'm not sure what that could mean. That could mean a relationship or an opportunity fell through for someone. It also could mean that even with this situation right here, there's something here about timing, right? It could be the person you're currently dealing with. Finding out the truth crushed me, right? I love you unconditionally. That feels very current. I left you before you could leave me, right? And I couldn't let you get too close to me. And so take that how it resonates. I feel like this could talk about both past energy. It also felt like some of those messages were coming from current energy, like from someone that you're dealing with currently, how they're feeling. And so lastly, I am going to see if Spirit has any more advice for you. Okay, Virgo? Any more advice for Virgo about love, about life? Okay, so I have the Eight of Swords followed by the Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant came out already as well. That was the High Priest coming out in your how you're feeling right now, right? And I feel like Spirit is just reminding you of who you are. Don't forget who you are. Our interactions with others should not dictate who we believe we are, right? And so what came out with the Hierophant was the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Swords leading to the Hierophant. And so there's something about the situation where you may feel like your hands are tied, feel like you're in a corner, you're between a rock and a hard spot. It's a difficult place for someone here today. You feel like, you don't have a lot of choices. However, the Eight of Swords, the other side of that is the fact that this is really talking about something that is all in the way that we're seeing it. It's possibly an illusion, right? That we don't have choices. We always have choices. We always have choices. And I think part of what Spirit wants you to remember is who you are. Remember who you are, Virgo. I feel like you have a very traditional way of relating for the energies that came out here. There's some very traditional, spiritual backing when it comes to how you feel and how you interact in relationships. Spirit is saying, remember who you are. Feels like there's something sacred too about that. And that's half of the battle, is remembering who you are. I feel like that right there is what allows things to eventually work themselves out, right? Is the fact that you don't lose yourself. That you don't lose yourself. And you hold true to what is valuable for you. You may have a family that's very important that needs to be considered here. And of course, the vows that were made, holding true to who you are feels like what Spirit is pointing to, regardless of what anybody else is doing. Like, this is our responsibility to ourselves, is to be true to self, even when other people aren't. Right? The fact that they are not being true to themselves has no bearing on your being true to yourself. Because in the end, we are rewarded by our authenticity, right? The more authentic, I feel like the more authentic we are, the more that we see things pivot, in our direction, the more authentic we are. And if it's not pivoting, then it's like, okay, well, that probably is not really aligned with who I am, But I feel like there's something here about Spirit saying not to forget who you are and to stand on that, Virgo. And you always have choices, right? On how you can react, on what decisions you can make, on choosing yourself. Like, you always have choices. Just don't forget about who you really are at a core level. It feels like you're someone who is loving and joyful when it comes to family, when it comes to connection. Like, that is fulfilling for you. Like, you're very content, with connections and having a beautiful, comfortable home. Like, you feel like a very down to earth person who just enjoys calling, home, home. You enjoy calling what's yours, yours. Just very sensible. Yeah. Very down to earth. Don't forget who you are, Virgo. Okay. And the love does not make us, it does not break us, right? We are still able to rise above anything and come out on top. Most likely, you were this person before you even entered into this agreement. And you may have been the person that made this work, that made this a beautiful experience. Like, you hold the key in this situation. There's something about that. You hold the key to success. And so when it comes to love, I do feel like this is a difficult season, possibly, but you know, this Wheel of Fortune says that things are going to work out okay for you. So don't fret, don't lose sleep. All you got to do is rest, okay? And stay away from conflict because it's not going to help. I'm so sorry that was the reading. I got to be honest and read what comes out. And so that was for you, Virgo. It does sound like that was definitely not a person. I mean, that it was definitely not a general. It sounded more like a personal reading. But if you do want a personal reading, you can email me at LettiSpeak@gmail.com. You can also go down to my calendar and schedule there as well. I'd love to read for you as well. But like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell if you subscribe so you'll be notified when we go live again. That was what I have for you for love and life, Virgo. Until next time, take care. It has been Blood Moon Oracle. Just coming in to read the energies around love for you, okay? All right, until next time, make sure you rest, Virgo. Okay, bye.